everyone, welcome back to Coffee and Talk in English. I'm Mia.
And I'm Liam. We're really happy you're here with us today. If you're new here, please subscribe and like this video.
We're here to help you practice English in an easy and fun way. Today, we're learning how to talk about apartment problems in English, like noise, repairs, landlords, roommates, and all those little things that can drive you crazy.
All right, ready? Let's go. Grab a coffee and let's chat.
Apartment problems are a universal experience.
Truly, it doesn't matter where you live, something always happens.
Something breaks, someone is loud, the water does something weird, your neighbor starts a new hobby that involves drilling.
The classic power drill at the worst possible time.
Exactly.
And the tricky part is talking about it politely, because you want the problem fixed, but you don't want to start a war with your neighbor.
Yes, you want to sound calm, reasonable, and clear, not angry, not dramatic.
So today, we're going to cover common situations and the phrases people actually use.
Let's start with noise, because noise complaints are super common.
The key word is noise. Another common word is loud.
And a phrase you'll hear a lot is, it's really noisy.
Noisy is the adjective, like the upstairs neighbors are really noisy.
But instead of blaming, people often talk about the situation. They say things like, I've been hearing a lot of noise.
That's a great line because it sounds less aggressive.
Exactly. And if you want to be specific without being rude, you can say, I can hear music through the wall, or I can hear footsteps above me.
Footsteps is literally the sound of someone walking.
Another useful phrase is, it's keeping me up,
Keeping me up means preventing you from sleeping.
or it's hard to focus.
Focus is concentrate.
So if you want to talk to a neighbor, you can start politely. Hey, sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you is a soft opener.
Then you explain, I've been hearing a lot of noise and I'm having trouble sleeping.
Trouble sleeping is a natural phrase.
And you can end with a request. Would you mind turning it down?
Would you mind is a polite way to ask. Turning it down means lowering the volume.
But not everyone wants to knock on a door.
True, some people would rather talk to the landlord or management.
And for that, you need complaint language that's polite and clear, not emotional.
Let's set a scene. You live in an apartment and you have two issues, a noisy neighbor and a leaking faucet.
Leaking means water is slowly dripping.
Dripping is that annoying little drop sound.
That sound can drive you insane.
It's like the faucet is doing psychological warfare.
Okay, so what do you say when you contact management?
A very common phrase is, I'm reaching out because.
Or, I wanted to let you know.
Those are calm, professional starts.
And then you describe the issue. There's a leak under the sink, or the faucet keeps dripping.
Keeps dripping means it continues.
And you can end with, could someone come take a look?
Could someone take a look means check it.
Or, could you send maintenance?
Maintenance is the repair person or repair service.
Great, now let's make it feel like real life and actually talk through it like we would.
Okay, Mia, imagine you're texting me like, I can't deal with my apartment right now.
That's realistic. I would say, I'm so frustrated. There's always something.
Frustrated is annoyed and tired of the situation.
Exactly. Then I'd say, my faucet won't stop dripping and my neighbor's music is so loud.
Won't stop is a strong phrase. It means it refuses to stop, like it's stubborn.
And you would reply, have you told your landlord?
Or have you contacted management?
Management is common in larger apartment buildings.
Landlord is the person who owns or rents out the property.
If I'm writing an email, I want it to sound polite, not angry.
Exactly. You can be firm without being rude.
So I'd write, hi, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to let you know about a maintenance issue.
I hope you're doing well is a common polite line.
Then, the faucet in my kitchen keeps dripping and it looks like there might be a small leak.
Might be is like possibly. Very useful if you're not completely sure.
Then I'd say, could someone come take a look when you have a chance?
When you have a chance is polite and flexible.
But if it's urgent, you can say, it's getting worse, or I'm concerned it could cause damage.
Cause damage means create harm, like water damage.
Water damage is scary because it can spread,
And then it becomes everyone's problem.
and you don't want to be blamed.
Exactly. So you report it early.
Now, the noise issue. This is where people often get emotional.
Understandably.
But in a message to management, you can say, I've been experiencing a lot of noise from a nearby unit.
Nearby unit means a nearby apartment. Unit is common in rental language.
Then, it's been difficult to sleep and focus.
Notice how you describe the impact, not just they're annoying.
Yes, impact is like the effect on your life.
And then you can say, is there anything that can be done? Or, could you please remind residents about quiet hours?
Quiet hours are the building rules about noise at night.
Speaking of quiet hours, that phrase is super useful even if your building doesn't call it that.
Yeah, it's a concept most people understand. But what if you want to talk to the neighbor first in person?
Then you want soft, friendly language.
Like, hey, sorry to bother you. I can hear the music pretty clearly.
Pretty clearly is a gentle way to say very clearly.
Then you ask, would you mind turning it down a little?
Turning it down a little is less demanding than turn it down.
Exactly, you're leaving room for them to save face.
Save face means not feel embarrassed or attacked.
And if they react badly, then you stay calm. I'm not trying to cause trouble, I just need some quiet.
Cause trouble is like start drama.
Sometimes adding, I appreciate it helps.
Yes, I appreciate it is a polite and closes the request nicely.
Let's role play it quickly, like a real conversation. Okay, you're the neighbor. I knock on the door.
Okay. I open it and I'm confused. Hey, what's up?
Hey, sorry to bother you. I just wanted to mention something really quick.
That line is gold. Mention something. Sounds gentle.
I've been hearing the music through the wall, and it's been a little hard to sleep.
And then I say, oh, seriously, I didn't realize.
Perfect response. Not everyone is rude.
Some people honestly don't notice.
Then I say, would you mind turning it down a bit, especially later in the evening?
Evening is after afternoon, before night.
And you say, yeah, of course. Sorry about that.
And then you say, no worries, I really appreciate it.
Exactly. That's the smooth ending.
Now let's do the less fun version. I open the door and I'm defensive. It's my apartment. I can do what I want.
That happens. Then I keep it calm. I understand. I'm not trying to argue. I just wanted to ask because the sound carries a lot.
Sound carries means it travels easily.
And then, I'd really appreciate it if we could keep it a little quieter.
If we could, softens it.
If they still don't care, you can say, okay, thanks for listening.
And then you stop talking.
You don't keep fighting at the door.
Exactly. Then you go to management if needed.
Another common apartment problem is roommates.
Yes, roommate issues are a whole category.
Like dishes, cleaning, guests, noise, shared bills.
And the hardest part is you have to live with the person.
So you need soft confrontation language.
Soft confrontation is basically bringing up a problem kindly.
A phrase I like is, can we talk about something?
Or, hey, can we chat for a minute?
Then you say, I've noticed.
I've noticed is less aggressive than you always.
For example, I've noticed the kitchen has been getting messy.
Messy means not clean, disorganized.
And then, can we figure out a cleaning schedule?
Cleaning schedule is a plan.
Another example is money. Hey, the electricity bill came in. Can you send me your part?
Your part means your share.
Or, can we split it?
Split it means divide it.
If you want to be extra polite, whenever you get a chance, could you send it over?
Send it over means transfer it or send the money.
Now, what if the landlord raises the rent?
That's a stressful conversation.
Yes, and you might want to negotiate or at least ask questions.
A calm line is, I wanted to ask about the rent increase.
Or, is there any flexibility on the rent?
Flexibility means room to adjust.
You can also say, I've been a reliable tenant and I always pay on time.
Tenant is the renter. Pay on time is not late.
You can also say, is there any way we can keep the rent the same?
Or could we discuss options?
Options sounds collaborative.
Great. Now let's talk about repairs again, because sometimes maintenance is slow.
And you need follow-up phrases that are polite but firm.
Like, I'm following up on my previous request.
Or just checking in on the status.
Status is progress.
Perfect. Now let's go deeper into common maintenance problems: heating, air conditioning, pests, and plumbing.
Let's start with heating and air conditioning, because when those break, people panic.
Especially if the weather is extreme. A natural phrase is, the heater isn't working.
Or the air conditioning stopped working.
Stopped working is simple and clear.
And if it's partially working, you can say it's not heating properly.
Properly means correctly.
Or it's barely working.
Barely means almost not.
Another problem is plumbing.
Like clogged drains.
Clogged means blocked.
The sink is clogged. The shower drain is clogged.
Or the toilet keeps running.
Keeps running means the water keeps flowing after flushing.
That one is so annoying.
And it wastes water, which can feel stressful.
Then there are pests.
Yes, pests is a polite word for unwanted bugs or rodents.
You might say, I've been seeing bugs in the kitchen.
Or, I think there might be a pest issue.
Pest issue is a common phrase.
If you want to be specific, you can say, I've seen ants or I've seen cockroaches, but people often keep it general because it's embarrassing.
Exactly. And you can say, could you send someone to inspect it?
Inspect means check carefully.
Or could you arrange pest control?
Pest control is the service that treats it.
Another common maintenance issue is appliances.
Like the fridge not cooling.
The fridge isn't cooling properly.
Or the stove won't turn on.
Won't turn on is simple.
Now, let's talk about tone. The same message can sound polite or rude depending on your phrasing.
Yes, compare fix it now.
Versus, could you please send maintenance as soon as possible?
That sounds firm but polite.
As soon as possible is common. People also shorten it to a phrase you see a lot in emails, but for speaking, just say the full thing.
Yes, keep it natural.
Another phrase is, I'm concerned about safety.
That's important for serious issues like electrical problems.
Electrical problems can be dangerous.
You might say there's a burning smell or the outlet feels hot.
Outlet is where you plug things in. And you can say, I'm worried it could be a fire hazard.
Fire hazard means something that could cause a fire.
Okay, let's create a realistic management phone call.
Great, because phone calls are harder than emails.
I'll be the tenant, you be the property manager.
Perfect.
Hi, this is Mia. I'm calling about a maintenance issue in my apartment.
Hi, Mia. What seems to be the problem?
My kitchen faucet has been leaking, and I also noticed some water under the sink.
Under the sink is a useful location phrase.
I'm concerned it could cause damage. Could someone come take a look?
Sure, we can send maintenance.
Now, if they're slow, you can ask, do you have an estimate for when someone can come?
Estimate means approximate time.
And if it's urgent, you can say, this feels urgent, or this is getting worse.
Getting worse means becoming a bigger problem.
Great. Now let's do neighbor noise, but with management, not direct confrontation.
Okay, you're calling management about noise.
Hi, this is Mia. I wanted to report an ongoing noise issue.
Ongoing means continuing.
I've been hearing loud music from a nearby unit, and it's been difficult to sleep.
That's calm and specific.
Then I might add, I'm not trying to cause trouble, but it's been happening regularly.
Regularly means often, repeatedly.
And then, could you please remind residents about quiet hours?
Perfect request.
If you want to stay anonymous, you can say, I'd prefer to remain anonymous.
Anonymous means your name is not shared.
That can reduce drama.
Another very common apartment phrase is paper-thin walls.
Yes, that means the walls are so thin you can hear everything.
It's a dramatic phrase, but people say it all the time.
Like, these walls are paper thin. I can hear every conversation.
And then you laugh because you're suffering.
Exactly.
Let's talk about moving out and leaving politely, because that's another vocabulary set. Deposit, move-out inspection, and forwarding address.
Deposit is money you pay up front that you might get back if the place is in good condition.
Get back is receive again.
People also say security deposit.
Security deposit is the formal term.
If you're planning to leave, you might say, I'm giving notice.
Giving notice means officially telling them you're leaving.
And notice period is the time you have to give based on your lease.
Lease is the rental contract.
A phrase is, I'd like to schedule a move-out inspection.
Move-out inspection is when someone checks the apartment before you leave.
And forwarding address is where they can send your deposit or mail after you move.
Forwarding means redirecting.
Another phrase, normal wear and tear.
That means small damage that naturally happens over time, like tiny scratches.
It's a useful phrase if you're worried about being charged for minor things.
Being charged means being asked to pay.
Exactly.
Now, roommate problems again, because in real life you might have both management issues and roommate issues.
Yes, like a roommate who forgets to pay their share.
Or leaves the lights on all day.
Or invites people over without asking.
Guests. Guests are visitors.
A polite phrase is, do you mind giving me a heads up next time?
Heads up means advance warning.
That's a perfect roommate phrase.
Another one. Can we agree on some ground rules?
Ground rules are basic rules everyone follows.
Great for shared spaces.
Okay, let's do a realistic roommate talk where you bring up guests and noise in a calm way. Okay, I'm the roommate who wants peace. You're the roommate who keeps inviting people over.
Okay, fine. I'll be chaotic.
Hey, Liam, can we talk for a minute?
Sure, what's up?
I've noticed we've had guests over pretty often lately.
Yeah, my friends have been stopping by.
I get it. I'm not trying to be difficult, but it's been hard for me to relax.
That phrase, I get it, shows empathy.
And not trying to be difficult makes it softer.
Then what?
Do you mind giving me a heads up before people come over?
And maybe add, especially later in the evening.
Exactly. Heads up is friendly and natural.
Then I say, yeah, that's fair. I can do that.
Fair means reasonable.
And then you can add, also, can we keep the volume down a bit?
Great. Keep the volume down means don't be too loud.
Now, what if the roommate gets defensive?
Then you stay calm and repeat, I'm just asking for a heads up and a bit of quiet.
Repeat your boundary without attacking.
Speaking of boundaries, shared space is a useful phrase.
Like, I just want our shared space to feel comfortable.
Shared space means the areas you both use, the living room, kitchen.
Another apartment issue, smells.
Oh yes, neighbors cooking something strong or smoke drifting in.
Drifting means moving through the air.
A phrase is, the smell is coming into my apartment.
Or there's a strong smell coming from the hallway.
Hallway is the corridor.
If it's smoke, you can say, I can smell smoke.
And if it's bothering you, it's making it hard to breathe or it's giving me a headache.
Headache is headache, very direct.
Another issue, packages.
Packages getting lost, delivered to the wrong door, stolen.
A phrase, my package went missing.
Went missing means disappeared.
Or it got delivered to the wrong unit.
Unit again, meaning apartment.
And if you talk to management, you could say, could you check the security camera?
Security camera is common in buildings.
Or is there a package room?
Package room is where deliveries are stored.
Now let's include a story because stories make the language feel natural.
Yes, tell me your worst apartment problem.
Okay, I once had a neighbor who loved practicing an instrument.
Oh no.
And I actually respect it, but the timing was brutal.
Timing was brutal means it happened at the worst times.
I tried to be nice. I said, hey, you're really talented, but could we talk about quiet hours?
Compliment first, then request.
Exactly. It worked for a while.
That's realistic. People change for a moment, then forget.
Then you follow up politely. Hey, just a quick reminder.
Great phrase. Just a quick reminder. It sounds gentle, not angry. Okay, now let's talk about the phrase file a complaint because it's common but sounds serious.
Yes, it can sound official, Better to say report an issue or let you know about a problem.
Much softer.
Report an issue sounds neutral and professional.
And let you know sounds friendly.
Exactly. Like, I wanted to let you know about a problem with the heater.
Now let's cover repairs vocabulary. Fix, repair, replace.
Fix is the general word.
Repair is a bit more formal but common.
Replace means swap it for a new one.
So you might say, can someone fix the leak?
Or does this need to be repaired?
Or do we need to replace the faucet?
Perfect.
Another useful word is maintenance request.
Like, I submitted a maintenance request.
Submitted means sent officially through the system.
Or I put in a maintenance request.
Put in is casual.
Then follow up. I'm following up on my maintenance request.
Or I just wanted to check the status.
Status is progress, very common.
Let's do another realistic phone call. You're following up because nobody came.
Okay. Hi, this is Mia. I'm following up on a maintenance request I sent. The leak is still happening.
Thanks for calling. We're behind, but we'll send someone soon.
Behind means delayed.
Exactly.
Then you can say, do you have an estimate for when someone can come?
Or could you give me a rough idea?
Rough idea means approximate.
If you want to be firmer, you can say, I'm concerned it's getting worse.
Or I'm worried it could cause damage.
Same strong, calm phrasing.
Now, let's talk about neighbors vocabulary. Upstairs, downstairs, next door.
Upstairs neighbor is above you. Downstairs neighbor is below you. Next door is beside you.
Those location phrases come up constantly.
And the phrase from the unit above me is very common.
Or from the hallway, from the parking lot.
Parking lot is where cars park.
Another common issue, parking.
Yes, someone takes your spot or the rules are unclear.
A phrase, someone is parked in my spot.
Or is there assigned parking?
Assigned parking means a specific spot for you.
Or is it first come, first served?
That means whoever arrives first gets it.
Now we should include a mini polite confrontation for parking.
Like a note or a message.
Yes, but keep it calm.
Hi, I think you might be in my parking spot. Would you mind moving your car?
That's polite and clear.
If you're writing a note, you can say please and keep it short.
Short is safer. Notes can sound harsh very easily.
Okay, another big one, laundry rooms.
People leaving clothes in the machine forever.
Or machines breaking.
You might say the washer isn't working or the dryer isn't heating.
Or someone left their clothes in the machine.
Then you're like, do I touch it?
That's a moral dilemma.
Great phrase, moral dilemma, a tough choice.
Now let's pull everything together into a long flowing conversation that touches multiple problems naturally. Noise, repairs, roommate boundaries, and contacting management.
Okay, start with you coming to me like you've had the worst week in your apartment.
Liam, I swear, my apartment is testing me.
Testing me is like challenging you.
My sink started leaking. Then my neighbor started blasting music.
Blasting music means playing it very loud.
And my roommate invited people over without telling me.
That's the triple combo.
And you'd say, okay, deep breath. Let's handle one thing at a time.
Handle means deal with.
Exactly. I already put in a maintenance request for the leak.
Putting a request is common.
But I haven't heard back.
Heard back means received a response.
So I'm going to follow up and check the status.
Perfect.
For the noise, I'm not sure if I should talk to the neighbor.
And I'd say, if you feel safe, try a polite message first.
Hey, sorry to bother you, but the sound carries a lot.
Great phrase.
Would you mind turning it down a bit?
And then you add, I'd really appreciate it.
Appreciation helps.
If that doesn't work, you report it to management as an ongoing issue.
I've been experiencing a lot of noise from a nearby unit.
It's been difficult to sleep and focus.
Very calm, very clear.
Now, the roommate. That's the most delicate one.
Because you can't avoid them.
Exactly.
I'd say, hey, can we chat for a minute?
I've noticed we've had guests over pretty often. Do you mind giving me a heads up next time?
Heads up again, so useful. And if the roommate says, why, it's not a big deal, you can say, I'm not trying to control anything. I just want to feel comfortable at home.
Feel comfortable is a powerful phrase. Home should feel safe.
Another phrase is, I need some quiet time.
Quiet time is calm time.
And I'm really drained.
Drained means tired, low energy.
That's real life language, not textbook language.
Exactly.
Now, let's add the moving out vocabulary in a natural way.
Like you're so fed up, you're thinking of leaving.
Honestly, I'm considering moving,
Considering means thinking seriously about it.
but moving is expensive, and I don't want to lose my deposit.
Deposit again.
I'm worried they'll charge me for something.
Charge you means make you pay.
And you'd say, take photos before you move out,
That's good advice.
and schedule a move-out inspection,
Great phrase.
and make sure you give notice properly.
Give notice is required in many leases.
Lease is the contract.
Exactly.
See how many life words show up in this topic?
That's why it's such a good conversation theme. It's practical.
Now, let's make it even more practical. We'll give mini scripts for 3 situations: talking to a neighbor, messaging a landlord, and talking to a roommate. But we'll keep it in conversation form, not a list.
Okay, first, neighbor script. What would you actually say?
Hey, sorry to bother you. I've been hearing a lot of noise through the wall.
Would you mind keeping it down a bit?
I'd really appreciate it.
And if you want to be extra friendly, thank you so much.
Exactly. Short, calm, polite.
Second, message to landlord or management.
Hi, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to let you know about a maintenance issue.
The faucet has been leaking and I noticed water under the sink.
I'm concerned it could cause damage. Could someone come take a look?
That's perfectly written.
And if you're following up, hi, I'm following up on my maintenance request. The issue is still happening.
Could you let me know when someone can come?
Thank you.
Polite ending.
Third, roommate conversation.
Hey, can we talk for a minute?
I've noticed we've had guests over a lot lately.
Do you mind giving me a heads up before people come over?
It helps me plan and feel more comfortable.
That's a great reason, and it's not accusing.
And if you need to set a clear boundary, I need quiet time at home, especially in the evening.
Evening phrase again.
Or, I've been having trouble sleeping, so I'm trying to keep things calm.
Trouble sleeping is relatable.
Another common line is, can we agree on some ground rules?
Ground rules is a great phrase for shared living.
Now let's talk about emotional vocabulary around apartment problems, because it's not just practical. People feel stressed and overwhelmed.
Yes, overwhelmed means too many things at once.
You might say, I'm overwhelmed with all these issues.
Or it's been stressful.
Or it's exhausting.
Exhausting means it takes your energy away.
And a phrase you hear a lot is, it's been a headache.
A headache can be literal, but it also means a frustrating problem.
Like, dealing with the landlord has been a headache.
Exactly.
But then you can also use calming phrases. I'm trying to stay calm.
Or I'm trying to be patient.
Patient means able to wait without getting angry.
And I'm trying to handle it the right way.
Handle it the right way means solve it calmly and properly.
Okay, we're about to wrap up, but I want one more realistic mini scene. You talk to management face to face and you don't want to sound demanding.
Good one.
You start.
Hi, I just wanted to check in about a maintenance issue.
Sure, what's going on?
The leak is still happening and I'm worried it could cause damage.
We'll send someone.
Thank you. Do you have an estimate for when they might come?
I'll look into it.
I appreciate it.
That's the vibe. Calm, clear, respectful.
Exactly. Now let's close with a quick recap in a natural way, and then we'll do the ending.
So, if you're dealing with apartment problems in English, the goal is simple. Be clear, be polite, and describe the impact.
For noise, you can say, I've been hearing a lot of noise. It's been hard to sleep. And would you mind turning it down a bit?
For maintenance, you can say, I wanted to let you know about a maintenance issue. There's a leak. Could someone come take a look? And I'm following up on my request.
For roommates, you can say, can we talk for a minute? I've noticed, do you mind giving me a heads up before people come over? And can we agree on some ground rules?
And when something feels too intense, you can keep your tone calm with phrases like, I'm not trying to cause trouble. I just want to feel comfortable at home, and I really appreciate it.
It's real-life English you can use immediately.
And honestly, learning these phrases can make you feel more confident because you're not stuck in awkward silence when a problem happens.
Exactly. You can speak up without sounding rude.
And that's a skill in any language.
All right, that's it for today. Thanks so much for listening. We're really happy you were here with us.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and like this video. Turn on the bell so you always get notified when we post a new one.
And tell us in the comments what apartment problem you deal with the most and what topic you want next.
Grab a coffee and we'll talk again soon.